Failed to win game 2. Here we are in game 3, and the struggles would continue. And it would get real chippy in this one. Early second quarter is where we're going to pick it up as Luka's getting dapped up pregame. As I mentioned, Kawhi in the lineup, not looking like himself. Doncic with the steal here. Defensively, he's been really good in this series, and they've tried to pick on him. There's a little help side D. Drops up Josh Green. This is called a foul on the floor. Westbrook thinks it's all ball. He's giving it back and forth to the fans. He's had some choice words. Replay, this would be reviewed. He said all ball. Bro, you crushed Josh's head. That's an obvious flagrant. It's reviewed. He gets the flagrant. He's unhappy, but that was as obvious as it gets. All right, later first quarter, Mavs down 1. Doncic, this is what he's really known for. Step back, give me that. Puts the Mavs up by 2. He draws 2, little hook pass into Derek Lively, former Duke Blue Devil, finishes up and in. Mavs up 6 here. Doncic just right over Kawhi and then tells him, you're too miniature. He's never heard that before. Mavs up 8, under 3 minutes to go. Second quarter, same score. Doncic finds Lively this time on the lob. Doesn't matter if the help side's there or not. He's going to go up and he's going to put it down. 26-9 run after that Westbrook flagrant. They're up 13 at the break. Let's go fourth quarter. Clips trail by 17. Paul George trying to get them going. Daniel Gafford says, no! At the rim. PG trying to cock it back on the former Arkansas Razorback. He would have none of it. Getting down on both ends. It was chippy, as I mentioned, all game. Here's what kind of bubbled over. Kyrie Irving misses a 3. P.J. Washington gets the rebound, kicks out to Doncic. Now, Westbrook, that's not really a basketball play. He fouls. Doncic doesn't like it. He pushes him. P.J. Washington now in the mix. Justin Van Dyne is involved right now. The refs do a good job of cleaning it up, going through it. They would review it. And Westbrook will be assessed 2 technicals ejected. P.J. Washington will pick up his second technical. He's also ejected in the game. As I mentioned, just boiling over here. Game 4 is going to be pretty interesting. Mavs did control this thing, really, since that Westbrook flagrant. And then we continue here. Ooh, Kyrie just giving it to Subats. Puts it up over the big 7-footer's hands. Mavs take game 3, 101-90. They are in commanding lead 2-1 in the series now at home. Here's Lisa Salters with the man, the myth, the legend, Luka.
Luka, it seemed to get chippy at times. Can you describe that one?
That's fine. That's playoffs. That's a physicality. They play physical, we play physical, so that's playoffs.
What was going on between you and Russell Westbrook?
Nothing. I don't know.
I saw you early in the game, you guys kind of going after it and then patting each other saying it's all good. And then it seemed to escalate from there. Like, what, from your perspective, what was going on?
No, I just think it's competitive basketball. We both want to win for our team, so that's it.
The offense seemed to stall at times in the second half. And then there was Kyrie. Just what was his impact, especially in the second half of this game?
Yeah, great. He's a great player. We trust him. I think he's known for fourth quarter, second half, so he got it going, so we just feed him the ball.
The tone, Luka, has been set for game 4. What are you expecting the next one to be like?
Same physicality, and we got to go get it. We got to go and try to win the game.
Luka finished with 22 points in the night. He has now scored 20 or more in 21 straight playoff games, breaking a tie with the legendary Dirk Nowitzki, the longest streak in Mavs playoff history. He also finished with 2 points shy of 1,000 points in his playoff career in just 32 games. That's over 30 a game. Pretty solid. Kawhi and Paul George were not solid today. Here's them on their struggles.
That's what the results are. Frustrating that it happened to me this late in the season, but we're going to keep going. We're going to get it right.
I don't know what it is. I thought this was playoff basketball. A couple of them, it's just been touch fouls. And I don't know. It just felt like the whole game I couldn't find how to be aggressive and create contact and balance all of that out while trying to stay within the offense and, move the ball and play off the ball, be aggressive downhill. Like, it was just a lot I was thinking about. Took me out of my game. I got to be better. It was frustrating.
I want to talk a little bit about the other series, the one that just wrapped up moments ago between the Clippers and the Mavericks. Here's a stat line for you. Halliburton had the triple-double. Luka almost did. 22, 10, just short, 9 dimes. But those 9 assists is where I want to go with you. You saw him facilitating in a way that was even sublime for him.
Absolutely. And what I want to focus on here is the way that he freezes defenders with his eyes. It's a really unique thing that he does. He'll freeze a backline defender with his eyes and then use his strength and skill to deliver the ball precisely where it needs to be. And this wasn't a great offensive game, Zubin, believe me, but there were a couple stretches that were important, so let's get to them. And here's one we're going to talk about right here. Luka on the sideline out of bounds. And I want to stop it right here because I want you to focus on 5-point game, second quarter, 5 minutes to go. This is one of those runs that mattered in the game, the way that they finished the half, and Luka sets it up with his passing, and he's just so smart. Everything he does has a purpose. The first thing he does is raise the ball above his head. He tries to get Zubac to do the exact same thing, but he's then going to bring it down, and by doing that, he knows that Zubac will drop his hands, and the whole thing he's trying to do is give Lively time to work James Harden down into the post. So that's why he's doing all that, to create a passing window. Brings it down, and then stop it here again. The entire time, he had his vision on the shooter in the corner, and what that did was freeze James Harden. And you can see right here, look at his foot. He's heading in this direction. All of his weight is shifting toward the corner, but Luka Doncic actually delivers the basketball right over the top to Lively here. Perfect timing, perfect delivery between two defenders. Catch, turn, finish, an easy one at the rim. The big guys for the Mavericks showed up tonight. Luka made them better players. And then another key stretch was later. They got paint production in the first half, but they really ended the game with three-point shooting. This is where they got the separation second half. You can take a look here. The Clippers actually had to resort to 2-3 zone at one point in the game, and now Dallas has to figure out how to attack that. The first thing you have to do is get downhill. He gets a little bit of resistance from Westbrook. He plows right through it to get down into the middle of the lane, and then he gets right here. He does the exact same thing I just mentioned. He's looking right at Lively, and that's going to freeze Paul George, because Lively, is a lob threat. Here's Paul George. He has to now pinch on the edge of the lane, and the problem with that, this is the guy he's guarding right here in Maxi Kleber. And Luka's not just going to throw it to the spot because Paul George probably gets a piece of it. He actually throws it over here, and he wants to lead Kleber to the basketball. It's a perfect delivery. Kleber steps into it 1-2, knocks down the three, go from 11 to 14. This was another important stretch when the Clippers were sort of hanging around, and you got some three-point shooting to finish the deal. Kleber, Kyrie hit a couple. They get their final separation, and the Mavericks win a pretty ugly offensive game. They get the win, and they go up 2-1. They hold home court.
No question. One last thing I just wanted to mention. The unsung hero in this series so far has actually been the Dallas defense. They are not known for playing great defense, but particularly tonight and in Game 2, they've been locked down. Tim, we'll let you get back to watching the Wolves and the Suns. We'll see you on SportsCenter with Scott Van Pelt as soon as they are done in Phoenix. Thanks, Tim.
Thanks, Zubin.
NBA,